more chaos.
Look at Kathy Matthews organising everyone.
We've been losing our minds. Hello. Guys, I really don't know where to begin for this one.
We're not in Iowa.
We're not in Iowa. The plan was to fly directly to Iowa today, so we've been up since 3 o'clock this morning, UK time, which is like
9 p.m.
9 p.m. local time. So we're in Chicago now, and basically we got the coach to Heathrow, flight from Heathrow to Chicago, and then there was like a 3-hour layover from Chicago, and then going from Chicago to Iowa, and then an Uber from Iowa to the hotel, and then we were going to settle in, and it was all going to be done. But as soon as we arrived in Chicago and I managed to get some Wi-Fi, I checked my emails and saw that our flight had been cancelled. There was a storm, and I don't know if you can hear, but the storm is well and truly here. We were just panicking because we didn't know what to do, but luckily we had a lovely accessibility member of staff that wheeled me around in a wheelchair to all the right places, and we had to go to a different gate. Not a gate, different terminal. I can't even think. How long have we been up for?
20 hours.
So far we've been up for 20 hours.
And it's 5:30.
It's 5:30 p.m, which is technically 12:30? 11:30 at home. So we were just looking at all the options for tonight. Basically, we were desperate to get to Iowa because we were like, we just want to get there. I have things on tomorrow that I really don't want to be like rushing around and stressing for. So we looked at other flights, but a lot of them were already delayed, and we were fearful that the ones that were delayed or the ones that were later on tonight would get cancelled. So we're in a hotel in Chicago, right by Chicago Airport, just for tonight, and then we're getting the first flight to Iowa tomorrow morning at like 9:47. Not specific at all, but it'll just be a tight squeeze to get there, I suppose, in time for my appointment. So yeah, it's been a wild ride. Welcome to the vlog. This is definitely not the way we were expecting it to go. I'm glad we're here so that we can update you now and not actually film it in real time. I think we were just way too stressed, didn't know what was going on, way too tired. We're hungry now, but it's weird because like we should be going to sleep, but it's actually too early to be going to sleep. So we have to try and find ways to stay awake. That's the plan.
We've been losing our minds.
We've been losing our minds. And the storm was crazy, like so valid that the flights were cancelled, by the way. I'm obviously glad that we didn't end up flying when we were supposed to. We walked out of the airport and immediately got hit by this massive sandstorm. Like, it immediately went into our eyes. It's probably all in our hair. It's gross. And then it was torrential rain and thunder. Don't know if you guys can actually see, but you can probably just see the rain on the window, but it sounds crazy. There's a lot of thunder going on, and
It's not thunder.
it's not thunder, it's just...
The aircon.
I turned the aircon off.
Well, it's not thunder.
Oh, what are we gonna do now? Should we go get some food?
Well, we can't do much else, to be honest.
The original plan was to have room service in Iowa, but this hotel in Chicago does not have room service, so we're gonna have to just go down to the restaurant. We've been given this night complimentary from the airline that we were flying with.
Tell me the best part.
And the best part is we've also had a coupon to spend on food of $12 each.
Can't wait for a bag of crisps.
So we're gonna see what we can find for $12 each.
I start eating this curtain just to make myself feel better.
Oh, you could make it up. Ooh. I'm sure a lot of other people have had the same issue or will have the same issue going to this conference, but if you didn't know, we are flying eventually to Iowa to attend the Dystroglycanopathies Conference. Surprised I could say that in one word, considering how tired I am. Which is LGMD 2I, R9, and other forms of LGMD that come under that dystroglycanopathy umbrella, which will all be explained in the conference. I did go to this exact conference 4 years ago with my family, and it was kind of supposed to be our only time going to Iowa because it is an annual conference, but living in the UK, like, we just can't go every year. But here I am, going again, doing lots of different things, contributing to very valuable natural history studies. But the worst part is I hate blood tests, and I'm just very wary that I have to donate, or not even donate. I guess donate.
Probably say
give
this is
my
the
blood.
worst part, not actually being in Iowa.
The second worst part will be the blood test.
Yeah.
At least I won't feel too bad now, knowing what we've gone through. To be honest, I'm just grateful that we're not sleeping on the floor of the airport tonight. We were offered a flight that was at like 10:45 or something tonight. It would have been 4:45 a.m. at home. We just did not fancy staying in the airport for an additional 7 hours. Just waiting for a flight that could be cancelled tonight. So we're going to go tomorrow. We're going to go to the restaurant now, try and grab some food, have a shower.
$12 each, remember?
$12 each. And then have an early night and see what happens tomorrow. I bet you're so glad you clicked on this video. Please subscribe and like this video to support, because
Every little
I'm
helps.
documenting,
Oh,
every little helps. I'm documenting the chaos just for you, and I'm taking my time to edit this just for you. So show me some appreciation by subscribing and liking, and then you'll be able to watch more of this, more chaos. Fun. We're ordering food to take away to our rooms, so it's close enough to room service, except
We have to get it.
we have to get it. We're doing the service. We sat waiting for our food, and we had a look at the menu, and we thought, right, what can we spend $12 each on? They only had 2 things on the menu that was gluten-free, which was a salmon and a steak, and there wasn't that much price difference between them, and I'm really not feeling salmony, even though I love salmon. I went for the steak, even though I am really hungry, but I'm so tired. I forgot about this part of the jet lag. Going to America from the UK is the evenings get really tough. Can you hear that food? The food is being prepared right in front of us, so it's gotta be good. I'm just gutted I can't have the chips. We're good. I feel terrible because the chefs made the steak and put everything on top, and then just put a massive slice of garlic bread on top, and I was like, is that garlic bread, like gluten? And they were like, oh no, we didn't realise. I think the guy who put in our order didn't put in that it was gluten-free, even though I emphasised it a lot. So anyway, second time lucky, they did it all over again for me, bless them. We've got this tiny plastic cutlery, and we're eating like a king and queen. What have you got over there? Is it nice? Tristan's got a big old burger and chips, and I'm actually glad you're not sat right next to me, because I think I'll actually cry of jealousy. Mushrooms are good.
Good start with the steak.
Got grilled mushrooms, mixed Mediterranean veg, garlic mash, and a steak, so can't complain. And the best thing, complimentary bottles of water. Don't know if this knife will survive a steak, but here we go. Don't know if the fork can survive it. This is what we're working with here. Quite nice, I must say. And Tristan's enjoying his burger. Good morning. It's 7 a.m. and we've been up since about 5 a.m. because we just woke up naturally and we could not stay awake much longer. We watched the first half of the NBA and then fell asleep. Finals, sorry, very important, and then fell asleep. And also the flight that we were offered last night, if we were to wait in the airport for about 7 hours, that ended up getting cancelled. So we are very glad that we didn't wait in the airport and we just came straight to the hotel. So we've had a great sleep. We're off again, fingers crossed for the next flight. We're at the gate and we got the goods. What a throwback from Orlando. It's breakfast time. Good. We made it on the plane. After we weren't sure for a second whether we would be able to go because there's apparently a storm in Iowa right now. So fingers crossed.
And when you're ready, you're going to take that big deep breath in. Blast it out. Push, 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 push. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Get everything out. As soon as you've gotten it all out, you can take your big deep breath in. Big breath. Okay.
We made it! We made it to the room. Are we happy?
Tired.
I think I'm getting delusional. But here's what you've missed. We met Kelly Brazo in Chicago airport and flew eventually from Chicago to Iowa. I think we were on the runway for a while. We were on the plane for a while before we even took off because the storm was in Iowa today and was just not budging. So eventually we took off and then ended up going around Iowa and like trying to go around the storm. Yeah, I participated in the natural history study today, which is just like doing a lot of like physical therapy. I guess just participating in the Iowa Wellstone research for Dystroglycanopathies. So I've been very busy doing that and I'm absolutely exhausted now. We basically haven't had lunch. We've been just pushing through on some snacks provided by the hospital. And Kelly literally had to drop us straight there because we were already late. And then, yeah, we eventually made it, did all my PT. We've come straight here, checked in, and here's my little name badge. And also got my patient wristband, you know, like a proper hospital visitor. And I'm just so glad we finally made it to Iowa. We're finally here, so I'm gonna have a shower. It's 6 p.m. So it's time for some food. I'm going to have a shower and then we're going to go down to the restaurant. The rain has finally subsided. We were caught in a bit of the rain. It was like the thickest rain ever. It was horrific. But let me show you the view. Lovely view. The rain has stopped, so I'm really grateful for that. Maybe we'll be able to go outside for some fresh air a bit later. Ooh, they have loads of gluten-free options. Look at this. Gluten-free. So cool. We have showered, we've had our food. It's now 9 p.m.
Yeah.
How are we feeling?
9:10. Satisfied.
So satisfied. We had barbecue chicken wings. And
Their
then
wings are massive.
they were huge. They were
Chicken
much more than
breasts.
wings.
Breast with the bone in.
I'm just glad they were gluten-free, to be honest. They were incredible. And then I had some tacos, which they were many, so there were 6 tacos. So I'm taking some to keep in our fridge. I was gonna have fries, which it was labeled gluten-free. But then they came back and said that the fries were fried in the same fryer as gluten, which makes them not gluten-free. So I had a risotto as a side, which I could not finish because it was huge. The portions in America are crazy, aren't they?
They're huge.
They are massive. What did you have?
I had a prime royale, which was just beef in a sandwich.
Steak sandwich? Beef sandwich?
Yeah, but it was like shaved. It's like a kebab with beef.
Ooh, was it nice?
Yeah, with provolone cheese.
How are the fries?
Oh, lovely. Not to rub it in.
Yeah, great.
They're beef fat, salted, ketchup, bish bash bosh.
It's time for bed. Time for another busy day tomorrow. Good night. Good morning, everyone. It is Friday and we slept so well. Safe to say this hotel is amazing. I think we've really gotten over the jet lag and adjusted to this time zone now. Yay! Another gorgeous Heatless Curls moment. Today I am recording a very special podcast episode with a specialist from the pharmaceutical company BridgeBio, who sponsor my podcast, Unbalanced. So I have prepared my questions. A very lovely member and dear friend of mine, member of the team at BridgeBio, has very kindly organised a podcast studio here in Iowa. So we're about to head down, just doing some final touches. And I'm really, really excited for this one. It's not going to be out until September for Limb-Girdle Muscular Dystrophy Awareness Day, but I thought this would be a great episode to highlight LGMD. I'm feeling so much more fresh today. It's actually really nice to put some makeup on, even though my skin was screaming for a break, and my skin has gone through a lot with all the travel and all the exercise I had to do yesterday at the clinic. We're gonna head down and grab a quick coffee and a breakfast, because you'll never guess what, but there's a Starbucks at this hotel. It's as if they just knew that we love Starbucks, and we are really reliving our Orlando stay. And then we're going to head over to the studio, and then after that I have a few meetings that I won't be able to record, so I don't know how much of today I'll be able to document, but nonetheless I'm excited to document as much as I can, because it's like such a cool thing. Like, I never thought I would be recording a podcast episode in a studio in Iowa. Like, that's so random. I think we're all done. Sorry, excuse the mess, but I'm loving the lighting, and I'm loving how gorgeous this bathroom is and how gorgeous this room is. Got a little coffee machine and a little fridge, and it is a gorgeous day today. The sun finally came out last night, so hopefully the sun will stay out for the remainder of this weekend. This is the restaurant. Oh, what a cute little indoor market with all the snacks. Very cute. Ooh, and some wine for the room. Maybe not. This is the Starbucks. Oh, this is so cute. Chopstick holder. It's later in the day. Podcast is done. Thanks to Tristan for being my personal assistant. Done my first meeting. Tristan's been chilling because he's not been allowed to go to the meetings. We're gonna get a coffee.
Hello, Chumai.
Shumai! Jean-Pierre, JP, are you loving life?
France and Wales are brothers, and you know.
They're brothers.
Brothers or sisters.
Siblings.
Siblings.
Are you ready for the conference tomorrow?
I love Wales.
Good morning, it's Saturday, it's the day of the conference finally. I feel like I've not been able to vlog that much, or I've just forgotten to vlog. Like I said, I had meetings all afternoon. What did you do, Tristan, whilst I was doing the meetings?
Went for a nice walk.
You did?
Had a beer or two watching the World Cup, so I was very occupied. Probably more busy than you.
He's been really enjoying his alone time away from me. And then in the evening, we went to film a little documentary. We were sat together being interviewed, and I'm not quite sure whether it'll be out or anything. I think it's just used for internal purposes, but it was really nice to be able to share our story, not just my diagnosis story, but our story as a couple. And then we had a cocktail reception outside because it's so nice and warm out here even in the evening, and we just mingled and got to know more people at the conference. Some people were here for the first time, and some people have been coming here for years, and they all know each other, and it's lovely, and we're the only people from the UK here, so we're representing. We've got our lanyards now for the Wellstone conference. I'm a speaker. I'm speaking today. I'm running a session with Kelly Brazo, sharing our stories of advocacy and the importance of sharing our stories. So that's what's on the agenda today. I'm going to try and take you along with me. And first on the list is breakfast. Oh, also, I forgot to say, a very lovely member of our community, Melissa Grove, who I've known for years, has made these cute little lime necklaces. Can you see? So gorgeous. She's so talented. And lime, if you didn't know, if you're wondering why lime, it's kind of the symbol of LGMD, because limb girdle, they got lime from limb. So that's where it's come from. So lime is like the colour and the fruit of LGMD.
We're on the same page. So the dystroglycanopathies refers to a group of muscular dystrophies that result from decreased glycosylation of alpha-dystroglycan. So the dystroglycanopathies include at least 20 different genes and a wide range of phenotypes. So you'll see young children who may have brain, eye, and muscle involvement to adults who have only muscle involvement. The whole spectrum is included under the title dystroglycanopathies. Within that big umbrella term, we have specific genetic different genetic diseases. So the black and white thingy running through the middle is the muscle cell membrane. Below that black and white thingy is inside the cell. Above the black and white thingy is above the cell. Dystrophin, which is if abnormal, is the cause of Duchenne muscular dystrophy, is inside the cell. Dystrophin connects to beta and alpha dystroglycan through and above the cell membrane, and then alpha dystroglycan has to stick to the fibrous layer outside the muscle cell membrane in order to get to be more stable. But naked alpha dystroglycan isn't sticky. It doesn't stick to that fibrous layer. So it has to have long sugar groups put on the alpha dystroglycan that make it sticky and flexible. And you've seen me do this. I'm alpha dystroglycan. My arms are the long sugar groups, and I hook to the extracellular matrix. So if you don't have those long sugar groups because of a defect in that, you have a few long arms, but your other sugar groups are Tyrannosaurus rex arms, and Tyrannosaurus rex arms do not connect to the extracellular matrix. That results in weakness of the muscle cell membrane, which can then break down and cause muscular dystrophy. That image, because they aren't involved in directly putting the sugar onto the preceding sugar, they're involved in preparing the sugar to be put on. So you can find your favorite gene in that list. In terms of what we have enrolled in the Iowa Wellstone Center, so this is the distribution of genotypes of people who have enrolled. You'll see we have 10 different classic dystroglycanopathy genotypes represented in the Wellstone Center, and one dystroglycanopathy related gene.
Hello.
Hello.
We are just taking a little break. We've had lunch outside, but it's absolutely boiling outside. We're not used to this temperature. So we had some salad in the sun. Well, it wasn't really sunny. I think the clouds are coming in, so it looks like it might storm again. But I'm just grabbing a bite in the room and just resting for a bit because I didn't sleep very well last night. My energy is kind of all over the place. It's been so great to meet so many people that maybe I have connected with online for a while, and I get to actually finally meet in person and obviously meet a lot of new people as well. And the talks so far have been great. It's been just so great to network, but I'm really feeling the tiredness now, and I really hope that doesn't affect like how I am for the rest of the day. I'm about to do a talk with Kelly, which is one of the reasons why I'm here. So I'm just kind of recharging a little bit in my room in hopes that I'll feel a little bit better. I'll be fine in the actual talk, I'm always good at just like putting on a face, and
You're good at talking as well.
I'm good at talking, thanks Tristan.
It's okay. You've got a podcast.
It's just a lot, and I think, anticipating this for so long and it's actually here, it's a lot. So just trying to live in the moment and try and just like keep going as much as I can, but I don't know how long I'll be able to last because I'm absolutely exhausted. But one more push because we're going home tomorrow. So just Show them your t-shirt. Yeah.
Yours is here. Might be better. Although I am wearing the same t-shirt.
It's for this year. Ooh.
Very good design.
And the sponsors on the back as well. Perfect.
I love it.
It's cute. You're wearing yours today. I might wear mine tomorrow for the way back. I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. Out here is where we had lunch and the cocktail reception last night, and I assume that's where we're going to be later to socialise, but we'll see. I'm going to walk back to the conference now, and obviously all the sponsor stands are here as well. Hi. We have Gertie here on the Cure LGMD2I stand. We have a lot going on. And
no, don't scan me.
okay, the LGMD Awareness Foundation.
You can scan me if you want, I don't care.
With all the goodies. So much going on. So many amazing companies and organizations. Hi. I'm vlogging for YouTube.
I'm Sandy. All of my actual phone size. Yeah, okay. Hi.
Here we are at Bridge Bio. Look at the little goodies. So cute.
Thank you so much. Dan, because Dan is a woodworker.
We really need that over in the UK and over in Europe. So just seeing families come together in all the different languages and just being able to connect with each other in their own native tongue. And especially for me as well, you know, my first language is Welsh, and it's just so great to be able to connect with other families in your own language, but also hear of different support and ways to help out and to grow the community where we are across the pond. So we're really excited to hopefully build some more community over the next couple of years and hopefully bring the European conference to the UK at some point.
They're doing on Saturday will be a broad LGBT content day, but we will on Sunday have a separate day just for LGBT2I focus. So it's not, we'll have on Sunday for our smaller community to come together. So you can get there in July of 27 and somewhere in Orlando to be determined.
So I just decided to go for it. I wasn't very vocal about my journey with LGMD before this, and so this was kind of like my coming out to the people that knew me. I just decided to go for it because I didn't see much representation growing up. I didn't know anyone else apart from my sisters that had a disability my age. So it was quite a lonely road, and I just decided to be that voice that I wish I had growing up. And in that, I've met so many people within not only the disability community but the LGMD community, and got to hear their stories and got the opportunity to give them the mic where maybe they wouldn't have had the chance otherwise. So it's been an absolutely amazing 3 years so far, just getting to meet people and learn from their stories, and I think sharing my experiences and hearing how much it's helped other people within this community has really helped me in return. So it's definitely a two-way street, and that is really my true passion, just connecting with this community. And I've not looked back, to be honest. Sharing my story has been such a powerful thing, and it's really changed my life. I wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't probably have looked at starting the charity if it wasn't for this podcast, because that's allowed me to connect with so many people within this community. So it's been amazing.
But he was like, failure is not an option. Like, he had to get me up. So he got me up. I received no tips from anybody, but the flight attendants did give me a lot of cookies. So there was that. Failure and rejection are proof you are trying. If you're not reaching, if you're not failing, you're never doing anything, right? If you're not failing, you're not even trying. So I love it, and why it transforms you as a person is when you set out a goal of failing 1,000 times, you are redefining what it means, because the success is not the success. The failure means you are trying, and the trying is the success. Did you follow that? Because I barely did. I just said it and I barely followed it. But the failure is the success, because the failure means you're putting yourself out there. It makes you fearless, because when you get rid of that fear of fear, there's nothing you won't try, and there's nothing you won't accomplish. You know, you may not get everything you want, but you're gonna get a lot more you're gonna get, you know, than if you didn't do it. Dan, this is for you. Wayne Gretzky said, you lose 100% of the goals you don't take. Is that right? Shots. Yeah, there you go. That was for Dan. I had to throw a hockey thing in to keep his attention.
It's group photo time. Look at Kathy Matthews organising everyone. Have you practiced your smile?
Don't need to, I smile all the time.
You do. You're a happy guy. Just on turtle watching. This is such a pretty venue. So nice. And this is our hotel. I think we're in that room over there. Found the turtle. Hey. So cute. I never thought I'd come to an LGMD conference to see a turtle. So cute.
Love to.
You're enjoying this?
For those of you that came up to the Cure LGMD2I table, we are looking to redesign our logo. And Dr. Bissing will be really happy to see that we are transitioning to LGMDR9 and adding that to our logo. And so we took some feedback from whoever stopped by today.
We have a very great committee here, and they helped us understand where the best direction is. So thank you for that.
We're here. We've had our dinner. Yes. Kelly and I have done our talk. It went well, I think.
Sammy, you're the judge. You're just fantastic.
Correct answer, yes. We've had our food, and now we're going to do trivia. And we're going to win. Yeah.
Green Dragons.
We're the Green Dragons. Apparently.
Inspired by whales.
Inspired by whales, yeah. We're representing the Green Dragons. We're saying goodbye. Goodbye! And so it ends. The end of the Iowa conference. Interesting. Oh, this is a good place. And just like that, we're out. How are we feeling? Sad. That was a good hotel room, to be fair. But we're ready to fly to Chicago. I'm wrapping my lime green right here on my wristband. We're gonna go check out and then somehow get to Cedar Rapids Airport and fly to Chicago, where we have a 6-hour layover. 6-hour wait in Chicago Airport. So drop your recommendations below of where we should be.
Although we would have been home by the time we see this.
I guess stay tuned to find out where we end up going. You really are my PA. Oh, there's a queue now. What did you get?
White chocolate mocha.
White chocolate mocha. And I got just an iced caramel latte with soy milk. It's a nice and sunny day today. I'm gonna miss this place. It's been good. Out there is where we had our cocktail reception and lunch yesterday. Just was checking me in on my phone. Thanks. Just admin things. This is good. Oh, I need to put my D-ribos in. We've been Katie and David, although I don't think you've ordered. I've been Katie this trip again. If you know, you know, from the Florida vlog.
Do you watch any other sports or?
American football.
Right, okay.
You guys watch that?
No.
Big in Europe, I hear.
Yeah, it's not much in the UK, but it's it's quite big in
Did you watch the finals, the NBA finals?
I watched last night, yeah, so
Okay.
yeah, it was okay for our time zone.
Okay.
So
There's our one, Chicago. This is the cutest little home ever. It's tiny. We've landed and apparently there's a food court right here.
Well, it's not apparently, it's a fact.
There is a food court right here. Let's go see what we can find.
World Cup.
This is crazy. A vending machine for makeup is what I got. And that's what you got. It's 5:30 p.m. We've been here for so long, it feels like. We had gluten-free tacos and Tristan had a quesadilla after many restaurants turning us away, saying that they don't do gluten-free. And then Tristan found a sports bar to watch the game. Watch some World Cup game, the football World Cup game. And I just sat over here editing and chilling on my phone. So I think now we're going to try and find McDonald's and hopefully they do gluten-free. Fingers crossed. Let's be growing all day. Almost home. Hello, we made it back. I actually had recorded an outro almost as soon as we got back, like the day we got back. But looking back at it, I just talked so much rubbish and I looked awful. I looked like death warmed up. So I'm redoing this outro back in real time just before putting this vlog out. It was really lovely to spend some time with what we call our family, our LGMD family. But it was really weird because it was quite literally a flying visit. I think we were there for we weren't there for that long and we barely left the hotel. I think we left the hotel just to record that podcast and to do that natural history study. So it didn't really feel like we were in America. It was just the long flight that made it feel that way. But it was so nice to see Kelly and Sammy Brazo, obviously, and to just reconnect with a lot of old friends as well. So it was worth going, definitely, but it was just a lot. And then the following week, as soon as we got back, obviously that 6-hour layover we had in Chicago and then the really long journey back. I think we ended up getting an earlier bus back, which was nice. But that following week was really busy for me. I went straight to London to see Harry Styles, which was incredible. And then I had to travel a lot for work just around Wales that week. So it was a very busy week. And then that weekend there was a Welsh festival, which was amazing. You'll see it all on my Instagram anyway, but it's nice to be back into a routine now. I'm really enjoying just settling back. I edited my last podcast episode on the plane back, and that's out now, so I hope you enjoyed that one. And then obviously I recorded some content from Denmark and Iowa, interviews with lots of different LGMD2I individuals, and that episode will be out in a week. So make sure that you're subscribed so that you don't want to miss it, or follow the podcast on your favourite podcast platform, because it's going to be such a special episode. You'll be hearing from so many different people with lots of different backgrounds and stories, and just sharing why they feel that conferences are worth going to and what their favourite parts are about it. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for a very exciting era of Imbalanced coming up very soon. I guess I'm just refreshing it a little bit, so keep your eyes peeled. And I'm really grateful that you watched all the way till the end of this video. I really wasn't sure whether this video would be good enough to put out, because I just feel like it wasn't as interesting to film, but it was just a glimpse into a very busy week abroad in a conference. I hope you enjoyed anyway. Let me know what other kind of content you'd like to see from me, whether it's just like at home things, going out and about in Cardiff, showing some gluten-free things maybe. Let me know, and I will speak to you very soon in another vlog and another podcast episode. Bye!